For the purpose of this project, we have chosen to assess the psychological impact of the environment of Toronto's public transit stations, more specifically Dundas subway station. It is located in the central hub of Toronto, which is not only a large tourist area, but home to a large
shopping center and numerous businesses. One aspect of Dundas Station that does work is its ability in providing subway passengers the opportunity to create cognitive maps of the spatial layout of the station itself. Dundas Station contains various elements such as edges that serve as borders, including the underground walkway with walls and escalators that physically separate the north and south Dundas lines. In addition, when looking at the underground walkway connecting Dundas northbound and southbound trains, there are some aspects that have been designed well. There are two escalators, one going down and the other up, with stairs in the middle for those that are in a rush or wish to walk. The walkway is quite large, providing room for individuals according to their ideals and perceptions of personal space. In contrary, for individuals with physical limitations, trying to find an elevator is quite difficult within Dundas Station. As you walk up the stairs on both the north and south lines, these workable designs slowly fade and are met with unpleasant conditions. The consequence of crowding that occurs in such a small space is one aspect of Dundas Station that does not work for its occupants. The effects of others on an individual will increase when they are in closer proximity to them. As the waiting area of the station becomes increasingly occupied by the minute with commuters awaiting the subway, inevitably the closer people are forced to stand to one another. The high levels of noise within Dundas Station also provide an unpleasant experience for many individuals. With multiple noise sources, such as the subway train itself, conversations amongst commuters, cell phones and music devices, and even the noise derived from frequent construction, individuals experience a major threat to their well-being.
Dundas Station is one of several stations among the subway line with access to elevators, and because of this, it is considered to be a disability-friendly station. But however, due to the amount of passengers accessing this dense and crowded space, we can argue that this may not be the most accessible space for those living with physical impairments. Further, the path to access the elevators are significantly hidden and out of sight, making it confusing for individuals with physical disability to plan their trip.
In making improvements to the environment, the addition of barriers between the train tracks and the platform, as well as wider platforms, will contribute to the impacts of overcrowding that is experienced on a regular basis at Dundas Station. Barriers that open only after the train arrives will reduce risks of safety and ensure that people are protected from the tracks when the platforms are overcrowded during rush hour. Over time, subways have also offered as a platform for individuals to commit suicide. With the usage of barriers, this safety hazard can be eliminated. Not only does this have a serious negative consequence for the individuals harmed, but also leads to significant psychological consequences for those who witness the act. This issue is largely related to the interpersonal psychological theory of suicidal behavior, which argues that an individual will not die by suicide unless the individual has both the desire and the means to do so. We believe that the subway platforms have provided a means in which we would like to eliminate.
Dundas Station provides very limited seating for those awaiting the train to arrive, and seating is only provided in the form of benches. By including benches in the form of chairs, as well as pairings of 2 chairs per seating area, we will be eliminating the possibility for personal space invasion, which has a large effect on the behavior and comfort of individuals in the environment. We will also ensure that there is an arm barrier separating the seats, which will increase the perceived level of privacy and personal space for those occupying the bench. It is known that violations to personal space have been related to the elevations and cortisol levels, in which are directly related to stress levels, along with the performance and after effects. By providing individuals the ability to feel an increase in the amount of personal space they have, significant peaks in cortisol level can be limited, which will contribute to less frustration and consequently less aggressive behavior towards individuals on the platform.
Providing more clear, specific signage indicating exits and direction of travel would likely lead to less aggression, less frustration, and a significant reduction in cortisol levels among individuals accessing the station. By better indicating exits and directions of travel, individuals are likely to feel more comfortable and at ease by having the ability to better find their way and leave the space. By including more elevators in visible and accessible spaces, more push doors, and clearer signage indicating directions to elevators and which floor to get off at, Dundas Station would then be able to better support individuals living with physical limitations. This would have a significant impact on human behavior, as it would be easier for them to access the subway with comfortness and ease, leading to lower stress and cortisol levels for these individuals.
With regards to overstimulation theory, both noise and crowding contribute to one's perception of overstimulation in the environment around them. By introducing sound baffles into the design of the station, vibrations from noise between walls and ceilings will be buffered, therefore producing a more pleasant experience for commuters. As explained by the overstimulation theory, overload effects can occur even after one has escaped the exposure to the excessive stimulation. By including sound baffles into the areas mentioned above, health consequences such as stress levels, anxiety, and blood pressure can be decreased. Further, we mentioned including green spaces into the design of the Dundas Station. Greenery has been said to dampen the effects of noise and lowers noise annoyance. This may also lead to commuters being less frustrated and irritable in the busy Dundas Station, leading to better interactions and less aggression. The ecological theory is based on the premise that environment-behavior relationships are bidirectional. Therefore, the environment or the behavior setting has a significant influence on individuals, and the design of the environment is just as important as other individuals in the room. In regards to lighting, we discuss adding fake greenery and brighter lights into the station. This is especially important during rush hour traffic, which can be extremely overstimulating and stressful for those who prefer personal space. Due to the fact that environments can affect one's productivity and happiness, it is necessary to look at the ambiance, lighting, and naturalness of the station. Greenery is known to provide restoration and even aid in relaxation. Therefore, with the addition of natural or green sites, commuters can get a sense of restoration during a very stressful and unpleasant period in one's day.